My full name is Sunshine Marie Grandea Trinidad. I am a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in International Marketing, American City University. I graduated year 2007. I am currently a Client Services Manager for Global Services Providers Market in Cisco Systems Inc. The headquarters is in the United States and I am based here in Manila. 14 years. Well, I think SISFU has really equipped me well with foundational knowledge and skills in business, marketing and management, right, based on my course. Our professors were truly industry experts and more than just the fundamentals. Even when I had my first job, I was confident because Cisco showed me, even just as a student back then, the values of how to properly conduct business, what it means to truly be a professional. And the most important thing, I guess, is that it had an environment that allowed me to really hone my abilities and become a well-rounded person. So I discovered a lot about myself. I was able to really focus on that while studying, and also translate that into my professional life when I started working. When I was still a student in SISFU, maybe I'll start with the high points. My high points were really excelling at my academics, of course. But more importantly, it was my time learning. I have a passion for learning. I like learning from everyone that I encounter, or from things and from life. So when I was learning with our professors and fellow students who were all brilliant and have all the same passion in education, so I think that was the highest point. And another highlight probably would be having been part of the marketing team representing SISFU to Philippine Junior Marketing Association's annual marketing competition, where we were able to bag and win the top 1 and top 2 spots 2 years consecutive, and going against the other university giants here in the Philippines. For the low points, I really can't remember much, but maybe it was more walking up and down the stairs from the 1st to the 5th floor because there was no elevator back then. But kidding aside, I really can't really think of any at this moment. Maybe more of financial issues, because there were several occasions that I might have stopped for a term, or there were those threats because financially, even though I was an 80% scholar at that time, my father had just passed away and it was only my mom who was working, and we were four kids who she had to raise. So it was really still kind of SISFU for them to be flexible with the payment terms, and also to provide me that opportunity to be a scholar and to help us also get us through college, or get me by college at that time. I think it was mainly maintaining the right CGPA. I think it had to be 3.5 to 3.7 for me to continue being a scholar in SISFU. So of course, any typical college student at that time, other than focusing on studies, you have to deal with, so certain pressures, emotions, hormones, and other personal struggles. But I think how we put our paradigm, or we shift our paradigm into things, we were able, that challenge was easy to overcome, because I remember our economics teacher, Professor Romel Del Mundo, in one of our classes saying that there's no such thing as a free lunch. And this was a basic rule of economics. That was what he said. And it resonated with me, because I think that is also a principle in life too. So we have to continuously work hard for the privileges that we have in life, right? So as a scholar, it's not that I wasn't paying for 80% of my tuition, but of course we work hard. We have our scholar hours, and we maintain the grades, and we focus, and we really work hard to be able to achieve what we need to achieve and maintain that scholarship. Okay, so I'll divide it into two parts. For the future graduates of SISFU, my message is to always strive to be the best version of yourself. Currently, we have the pandemic amidst us, and I think most of us would have found a new respect for life. It is important to seize opportunities and make the best out of them. We also cannot just live for ourselves. We need to help others, and we need to help ourselves as well and never lose hope. You have to, I think, mostly pursue your passions and live a life that you can be proud of. And most of all, always trust God. Now, for those planning to take up studies in SISFU, I would just like to share something. I learned this when I had just graduated from SISFU. The story is I was applying from my previous company called IBM. And obviously they would usually look at candidates or fresh graduates that come from universities such as, the other top 4 universities in the country. But when I was having the interview with my previous manager, she was, I guess she wasn't familiar with SISFU. And she was saying, "Where is this place? Where is SISFU?" And I said, "It's in my hometown. It's in Las Piñas. I have studied there all my life." And post our interview, she was saying, "You know what? I wish more schools such as other than the top 3 universities can produce students or graduates such as yourself." And I took that as a great compliment, and it made me realize that your school doesn't make you. You actually make your school. And for most incoming college students, right, you feel that it's all about the prestige, it's the name, it's the fame of the school that makes you worthy. Or if you graduate from this particular, probably, I don't know, some would think about Ivy Leagues or other universities out there, that makes you significant or makes you more good or better candidate. I just want to say that it's really not all that important, and it's the most important thing is wherever you may be or what school you choose, that you actually choose from the heart. And I think, for example, in SISFU, I believe that the nurturing environment and culture of excellence that they had offered me, and that they had offered me, is a perfect place for one to find the support that will enable you to be the best that you can be and to make a good difference in the world. So, doesn't matter what school, you make your school, and your school doesn't make you.